Hello, everyone. This is Sports TV Media, and this is your host or presenter, Bran Sampa. Uh, at this time, we want to discuss the Norwich game that was played yesterday between between Norwich and Manchester United. Sorry. Um, we know the scores. They came 2-1 in favor of Manchester United. And we know that our coach made awesome changes that didn't work for the team. He had brought in many people who could not combine with the partnership of Bruno Fernandes and even the McTominay and Fred in the midfield. The front three on Rashford, we can only talk about Rashford. He had also included the Lingard. He has included the Dalot on the other side. It was really shocking that he made all those changes and he put in all these people. Because what we need as Manchester United is consistency. We need to continue to improve. We need to continue to gain courage. We need also to continue to have confidence in ourselves. But if we are going to play in this game well, in the other one we don't play well because of the changes that the coach is making, and that is a problem. So for me, that performance against Norwich is something that I can say it's a 6 out of 10. It is not good enough for Manchester United, especially in the first half where we had Lingard and these other guys. I understand Lingard is on payroll and somehow he has to work for the money that is being paid, but it should not be at the expense of Manchester United because we are lucky we won, but it could have been worse. We could have been to gone to penalties, and we could, penalties. It's not direct that you win. It's not automatic that you win. Any team can win. So next time we may not be that lucky. So for me, I wouldn't encourage Solskjaer to go on and make the changes that he made for the team. Those changes were too many, and they didn't help the team. What Solskjaer needed was to just change two people in the midfield who were Matic and Pogba. He could have put Fred and McTominay there. That's a change that he needed to make. Then, of course, he could have arrested Marshall and brought in Iguaro. Those in the midfield and in front, those are the changes that he could have made. Returning Greenwood and returning Rashford, because he has to gain much fitness and everything. Then at the back there, he could have put Brandon Williams. He could have retained Wan-Bissaka. He would have put by. He could have retained Maguire there. So in the defense, he could have only made one substitution. In the midfield, two. In front, one substitution. This is what he could have done, and that team could have been perfect. Because we saw when Pogba came in and when Pogba came in, and even when the Marshall came in, we saw that at least they had more chances. We have seen people attack Bruno Fernandes in that game, that he wasted too many chances. Most passes were misdirected. But we know that the role of Fernandes is to create chances, and when he creates chances, if he's going to be careful when creating chances, he's not going to create any chances. We are Manchester United. We can't be playing the passes that we used to, backward passes, sideways passes, without breaking teams. No. Fernandes was brought for the same purpose. I was shocked to hear Rick on the Manchester United stand condemn Bruno Fernandes and likening him to Phil Jones. That is very disrespectful of you, Mr. Ricky. I think you are a big person. You have seen the football for a long time. You have experience, and for you to come at a player who is doing the best for Manchester United, is the player that is trying to make a change for Manchester United, is trying everything. Instead of encouraging him, you are assaulting him and degrading him. That is unfair of you. You are an adult. You are a parent. You need to encourage him, because is trying to make a difference for United. You cannot attack players. That is the very reason that Pogba was discouraged, because people were always attacking him instead of encouraging and standing on his side. The same thing that has started with people of agenda attacking Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is the best we have in that team. Yes, you can talk about Pogba, but for me, he's the best that we have in that team. We had Pogba, but still we are losing matches. Since Bruno Fernandes came, we have not lost any matches. Don't you see? You can say he's wasting chances. Yes. For me, I would rather he has 20 chances, he wastes 14, and he creates 6 that will lead to a goal. Rather than not trying all those chances and not creating any chances. Because our role is to win the game as Manchester United. We are not there to prove to ourselves that we are efficient with passes and what. No, everything is important, because even if we are efficient with passes and we can't score, it amounts to nothing. We had those silly passes that we used to have, Ringard, Mata, those simple passes that you are referring to, Mr. Rick, matter what. Those passes did not work for Manchester. We failed to break teams, even Burnley. Any team that came to us was a problem. We only managed to win the teams above the top, or in the top half of the table, which is the top 6 teams. Those are the teams that we managed to win against, because these did not sit back and allow us to attack them. They actually attacked us, and therefore they left wars, and we were able to counter-attack through that. We cannot, as Manchester United, rely on that kind of football. We need creative people like Pogba, like Bruno Fernandes. We need people who have to try to make something work. If you can't take a risk, you can't do anything. If Fernandes had better players to play with, they could have seen those passes, and he could have seen them and given them those passes. But he was given people who are not good enough. They couldn't anticipate any passes from him, and they couldn't make a run. So, Mr. Rick, with your agenda concerning Bruno Fernandes, you must drop it. You continue to preach and praise Matic. Matic is not even half the player that Fernandes is. He's not half the player that Pogba is. He is a good player, yes, and we support him. But you cannot degrade other players for the sake of one another. You can't choose to support one player for the sake of one another. We are Manchester United. All players are our players, and therefore that agenda against Bruno Fernandes should not continue. And all fans of Manchester must rally behind Fernandes, because he is the difference in that team. Taking out Fernandes out of that team, Manchester will struggle. Maybe you have not been watching football, but I have been watching football. Fernandes is the difference to that team. Fernandes will make Pogba perform better. Fernandes has made Matic perform better. These Matic people were there before Fernandes came, and they did nothing. So we cannot continue to overemphasize their importance. No. The importance of every member of the team is known. They complement each other. Each one has a role. The role of Bruno Fernandes is to create chances, which Matic cannot do in a million years. Therefore, let us support him. In the Norwich game, though he's being attacked from left, right, and center, he created 5 chances. That is so important. One game, 5 chances. Those were scoring chances. If we have another player creating 2, 3 chances, how many chances would we have which are sure goals? You know, we have suffered due to lack of goals in the past before Bruno Fernandes came. So that agenda Bruno will be against Bruno Fernandes should not be entertained by any Manchester fan. Let us rally behind him. He's the best we have. He's the difference in Manchester United. I want to end by saying we struggled to beat Norwich, yes, because of the setup, the way the team was set up. But we can learn something from this, that next time the coach should not make the wholesale changes that he had made. He should just make 1, 2 substitute changes, so that the coordination of the team is not disturbed. I want to thank you, and bye-bye.